The system of sellers paying the commissions for the listing broker and the buyer's agent, goes back more than 100 years. Is it time for that to change? We received a listener question from Mario and Carla in Peachtree Corners. As a soon-to-be seller, we are curious what current commission rates are and why do we as a seller need to pay both sides? And the truth is, Mario and Carla, you don't have to pay both sides. The tradition of sellers paying all the real estate commission goes back like forever. The current system has a long history in the United States. The practice is traced all the way back to the original Code of Ethics in 1913 by the National Association of Realtors, which said an agent should exact a regular real estate commission prescribed by the board or exchange of which he's a member, which you cannot do anymore. That's price fixing. And should always be ready and willing to divide regular commission equally with a member of the association who can produce a buyer for any client. Selling a home, they say, back in 1913 required a lot more work than today. The average sales price of a home throughout the 20s was $6,000, which means the average buyer's agent made $75 in commission. Commission rates rose to around 5% in the 1940s and hovered between 5 and 6%. In Metro Atlanta, they're probably a little closer to 6%. Again, there's no price fixing. Every company is free to negotiate. The reality is there's a couple of really large class action lawsuits that are saying that having the seller pay the buyer's real estate commission, the buyer's commission, inflates the cost of real estate. So they're saying that because the seller has to pay the buyer's agent, that increases the cost. So there is lots of discussion around separating the commission. So the seller would pay the commission of their agent, the buyer would pay a commission to their agent as well. My guess is because many buyers don't have enough excess cash to pay a lot of expenses over and above the down payment and the cost required to get in a home. So it could be that those costs are allowed to be rolled up or wrapped up into a mortgage. I think the reality is when you look at it, the buyer's agent, the buyer pays all of the commission because the buyer's paying the sales price to the seller that allows the seller to pay the commission to his or her agent and allows the listing agent to split the commissions with a buyer's agent. It is going to be interesting to see what happens. These cases are going to be flowing through the system over the next couple of years, and there could be big changes coming.